Hi, my name is Claire Brown. I decided to do Arbor Day, plant tradition at Texas Tech. Uh, why was Arbor Day introduced at Texas Tech? What role did it originally serve on campus? And how has the tradition changed over time? So, it was first introduced in 1938 as a campus beautification effort due to the limited landscaping budget, which was zero. All funds were being directed towards new buildings, leaving no budget for landscaping. So faculty and students took initiative, and classes were released at noon one day by President Knapp, and they planted 5,000 trees and a lot of bushes. So the original purpose of Texas Tech was to beautify campus and like foster pride among students and faculty. The tradition has changed over time into a celebration of like environmental awareness and sustainability. Like, we don't plant trees anymore, we only plant flowers. And it's more of a community campus event. I found from the Torator article from 1937 was where I found out the information about classes being released and how many trees they planted and why Arbor Day was being introduced because campus was not that pretty. And then from the Daily Tortor, from an article from 2005, was explaining the more broader origins of Arbor Day and how the purpose has shifted over time. Okay, this photo is from the archives. It is tech before its first Arbor Day, and you can see that it needed campus needed a lot of beautification, and so this just like proves that. Okay, Arbor Day's departure. So in 1948, Arbor Day was canceled from the spring calendar. This was after it had only run for 10 years before they removed it. So Texas Tech hired its first landscaper in 1948. I found this out from the Torridor newspaper from 1945. There were plans to reevaluate the tradition, um, but it just seems to never be let on. Then in 1999, Texas Tech was partnered with the city of Lubbock to reintroduce Arbor Day as a campus wide and citywide event. The shift in focus from like large scale tree planting was shifted to more flower planting and community involvement. Studying Arbor Day, um, why like tradition is important. Um, Traditions like help reflect values and the priorities of a community over time. And we can see like what Texas Tech valued at the start of the school and how Arbor Day is valued differently than it was in the past, and how community involvement and campus improvement is really important to us now, and how it kind of fell off there in the middle after the first 10 years when we got a landscaper. Um, so yeah, why it's important is it builds community, it helps sustain tradition. Um, Texas Tech's original Arbor Day was because as a response to limited resources, and it evolved with campus growth. This is now like a community event that brings everyone together. And this demonstrates like the power of archives and like preserving like the institution and how important it is for us to like look back at our traditions and understand why they were first formed. This photo is from May of 2000,